fighting Jake Paul, if I'm honest. It's definitely a fight that we are talking about. It's definitely a fight that is...
AJ, Jake Paul in December. What's your reaction?
Delicious. Listen, good. AJ took a year out. Easy fight for him. And I think
that he is fighting Jake Paul in December. I'll be quite honest about this. And Spencer knows Anthony really well. I am very shocked because I don't think it does a great deal for his...
Breaking news has rocked the boxing world. Eddie Hearn just confirmed it. Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul is official this December. Miami. Netflix. This isn't a rumor anymore. It's reality. Joshua isn't chasing money. He's chasing a knockout. And Jake Paul, he's walking straight into the lion's den. The thought of a YouTuber standing across from a two-time heavyweight world champion sounds insane.
To Jake Paul, you ain't in a box, mate. This ain't David Blaine. I said, so just be careful because AJ will take your head clean off your shoulders. And it's dangerous. And you take on that responsibility, and we all have to. So we got to think about that. But this is Anthony fighting a top 50 cruiserweight in the world. It's not something that we would normally do.
But Derek Chisora didn't mince his words. He wants Joshua to end Jake Paul fast. No mercy, no games. Chisora, a man who's bled in the heavyweight trenches, laughed at the idea of Jake lasting 3 rounds. Jake's walking into a storm he can't survive. He said, and when
I will say this, AJ. Don't let that guy knock you out. Because that'll be fucking nightmares forever. But 1 or 2, put it this way, AJ has to kill him.
Then came Tyson Fury, and his words sent shockwaves across the sport, claiming Jake Paul could knock out Anthony Joshua. Might be the wildest statement of the year. Was Fury serious or just stirring chaos for headlines? Either way.
Cheering up, I think Jake Paul knocked him out.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why so? What impresses you about Jake Paul?
I just think Jake Paul would knock AJ out. I think AJ's a spent force. And I think Jake Paul's on the rise. And I like his new heavyweight.
Either way, the Gypsy King knows one truth. Joshua's power lives on a different planet. Boxing veteran Duke McKenzie didn't hold back either. He called it the easiest payday of Anthony Joshua's career. His warning was clear. The danger isn't for Joshua, it's for Jake.
Of his career, if he wants to get 100 million and not even break sweat, you take the fight. Is it going to enhance his stock as the world's #1 contender? Not at all, because nobody's going to take Jake Paul seriously. But on the other hand, I don't even want to play devil's advocate. What if Joshua hurts this guy, seriously hurts this guy?
One clean shot, McKenzie said, and the myth ends. To him, this isn't competition. It's a mismatch disguised as entertainment. Tony Bellew came out swinging, furious, passionate, and brutally honest. He called it
just a gross mismatch.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand his health is in jeopardy. So, I'm not even entertaining it. I just think it's dangerous. And listen, I might have to work it, but it's
kind of ludicrous, isn't it, really?
It's insane. This boy is nuts. Is nuts. And I think he's putting his life before he's putting his...
He called it a gross mismatch and said Jake Paul is putting his life at risk. This isn't influencer boxing. Bellew said, this is heavyweight destruction for boxing purists. His words hit deep. The ring has no sympathy for inexperience. Tommy Fury, who's already beaten Jake.
If I can beat Jake Paul, then excuse my French, what the fuck is Anthony Joshua going to do to Jake Paul? I think my dad said that AJ could beat him with his prick, and I completely will back that up. Even if AJ had a broken arm in there, it still wouldn't go past a minute.
Went for the knockout with words. He mocked him, saying, even a one-armed Anthony Joshua would finish him in under a minute. Tommy's tone dripped with confidence, not arrogance. He's seen Jake up close.
Thing is crazy.
Is that a real conversation?
Jake's a fucking lunatic, and it's probably real. I saw Joshua knock out Francis Ngannou, and the guy was like out pulled for 5 minutes. And this is a guy who had never been knocked down, let alone knocked out.
If he steps in the ring with him, and actually a bell rings and there are punches thrown, every bit of Jake Paul is not a real boxer conversation is gone.
He knows exactly what's coming. Even Jake's brother, Logan Paul, looked shocked. He reminded everyone what Joshua did to Francis Ngannou, a man who had never even been dropped. Logan's voice carried disbelief and a little fear. If Jake stepped...
I think it's real. I think it's bullshit. I think Jake Paul has I think it's bullshit. I think it's Jake Paul has done
If Jake steps in that ring, he said, it won't be entertainment. It'll be a reality check. Johnny Nelson tried to stay neutral. He called Jake Paul a marketing genius. And from a business view, he's right. Netflix gets the spotlight.
Whatever happened to be exciting?
Does he have the power to knock out Joshua?
Nah, he hasn't got the power to knock out Joshua.
How does that fight end?
Jake Paul going in an ambulance, bro.
Joshua stays global. But Nelson's tone said it all. He doubts Jake can survive a real heavyweights world. Boxing and business, he said, are two very different fights. Derek Chisora returned with a final verdict, raw and ruthless. He laughed at the idea of Jake Paul even touching Joshua to me.
So I like the challenge. People, that's the criticism. Fight someone in their prime who's a beast. I think people just want to see me lose. That's really what the message is behind it all. And Anthony Joshua is an insane fight, but I want that challenge. We've been DMing back and forth. He wants to make it happen.
Yeah, just broke the news here a couple of minutes ago that Jake Paul will be fighting Anthony Joshua next month in December in Miami. As we all know, Jake Paul was set to have an exhibition actually this Friday against Gervonta Davis in Miami on Netflix. And now he's going to fight, instead of having a fake fight, basically, I don't want to say fake fight, but an exhibition against 135 pounder. Now he's going to fight a heavyweight in a real fight. And it's a bout that was in talks earlier this year. And look, I know that it's up.
He said, there's only one ending. Jake leaves the ring on a stretcher. Chisora is not hating. He's just seen the pain up close. Against Joshua, courage won't save you. Jake Paul finally broke his silence. He spoke with...
Well, Anthony Joshua was talking about wanting warm-up fights before going into bigger fights, but look, it's prize fighting at the end of the day, and the way that Joshua will see it, and Matchroom and all the team, the fans won't like this, by the way.
I don't like it.
No, I don't like it either. But the way that Joshua will see it is as a money grab. He'll see it as an easy money grab, but at this stage of his career, is it a fight he should be taking? Nah.
Tuning to see Jake Paul get sparked. But, we just hope I don't want him to get seriously hurt. And that's my real worry, my real fear for the man.
It ain't like Anthony AJ Joshua has never done this before. Taking on Jake Paul, who has had no heavyweight experience, no amateur background, has only fought a handful of professional boxers, one in which Tommy Fury defeated him.
Joshua, it's easy money and global attention. For Jake Paul, it might be the most painful mistake of his career. Spencer Oliver's take hit perfectly. He respects Joshua, but questions the logic. This is prize fighting, he said. Joshua knows it's low risk, high reward. Joshua's image takes the hit. For fans, it's disappointment. For business, it's genius. Either way, everyone will watch. When that first bell rings, there will be no edits, no filters, no excuses, just truth. So here's the question. Are you backing Anthony Joshua to deliver another knockout masterpiece? Or do you believe Jake Paul can shock the world and silence everyone? Drop your predictions below, because this December, belief meets reality, and only one man will walk out standing.